Man, I hate going to court. That's the worst thing a person has to go through, is go sit in some court. What up, guys? Fat Boy R6 here, man, with another video for you guys. Like I said in my last video, I said I was going to tell you a little story that happened to me, that I had to go to court, and I'll let you guys know about it. So, most of y'all know that I was on vacation, and I had to go to court. I had to cut the vacation short, had to show up to court, and it wasn't nothing because I did something wrong. It's because I was a victim of something. So but anyways, like the Thursday before I left to go on vacation, because I left on Friday, the Thursday before, they sent me a letter in the mail saying, hey, this is what's going on with the court case. You may be subject to be subpoenaed if we need you to be, so on and so forth. Well, Friday afternoon, I called my wife at work, and I was like, I called my wife at home. You know, I was on my lunch break, and I called her and I said, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, nothing. She said, guess you just showed up to the house. I said, who's that? And she said, the sheriff's officer showed up to your to the house, and you have been subpoenaed. I was like, great. So when I got home, I looked at it, and yep, I was subpoenaed to go to court. So what happened was, I've been going through this thing. I was going through this little, I'm gonna tell you how it all started. So I woke up one morning, it was on a weekend, and you know, I don't know how many of you guys check your credit score, your credit history, or your credit report, but I usually check it every so often through an app called Credit Karma, which is free. It doesn't ding you for checking your credit score, your history, or anything like that. So I just woke up and looked, and it said I had one derogatory remark. And I'm like, a derogatory remark? Hell no, I ain't never had no derogatory mark for what? So I opened it up, and it said for return check. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. I haven't wrote a check in 15 years. I don't need to. I got my debit card. So I called the collection agency, who was wanting me to pay this money to them for a return check, and it said $85 in return, so you pay the $30 return fee, which came to like $105 or something like that. And I was like, I'm not paying it, because I haven't wrote a check in 15 years. So with that being said, I called the collection agency. They said, yeah, your name's on the check, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, they asked me, do you bank at, you know, this bank? And I was like, no, I haven't banked at that bank for 15 years. It's a closed account. And they said, well, your name's on it. And I said, well, okay. And so I said, well, what do I need to do to get this off my credit report? He's like, well, you either need to pay it. And I said, well, I'm not going to pay something that I didn't do. So he said, well, then maybe you need to call the police and file a police report. So I did. I called the cops, let them know what's going on, got the account number. I even called the bank too. And the bank said, I gave them the account number that the check was written from, and they said, well, your name's not on the account. I said, well, if my name's not on the account, how are these checks that this collections agency trying to get me to pay for if my name's not on the account? If I have nothing to do with the account, why is my name on this check? Well, so the cop came over, he took my statement, and he took all the information. I went ahead and told the creditors that were trying to, the collection office that was trying to get me to pay this, I told him to send me a copy of the checks. And come to find out, he said, you don't have one check out there, you have two. So now I'm dealing with two checks that I have no idea where they got them from. Well, I do now, but the two checks that, you know, one was written for $85 and one was written for $75, and they were both to two different stores. I mean, same store, but two different locations, probably about 6, 7, 8 blocks from each other. Now remember, I said I haven't wrote checks for 15 years. So then it dawned on me that I was like, okay, where is this person getting these checks at? And I remembered, like, back in March, you know, everybody has their junk drawer where they just throw junk in there. And I remember that these checks, it was a book of checks that I just threw in this junk drawer because they were junk. I didn't need them anymore. What I should have did was I should have just shred them up, but I didn't. And everybody, you know, if you have a junk drawer, you guys already know that you know it's a junk drawer, so you just throw it away. That's what happened, man. I threw it away into a trash bag and threw it out into the trash, and apparently this person found them and decided to write you know, write these checks out to this store. It pissed me off because I was like, but you know, now that I look at it, it's my fault because I should have went through the junk drawer and, you know, found that stuff up and tore them up, you know, and shredded them, but I didn't. But anyway, so here I am, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. The cops call me back, like, hey, we found your person that's writing these checks. So we I waited and waited and waited. She had her first court date, and now she's facing 2 counts of felony and some other stuff, which, you know, I looked up, is like a felony count is like for a financial institution is 10 years, okay, and $10,000 fine. But she got hit with twice because she wrote 2 different checks. And I got the copy of the checks, and the checks, you know, one of them she had my name crossed out and her name put on top, so it made it look like she was married to me. Like, what the fuck, you weird motherfucker. And then the other one, she had her driver's license number on top of the check. And to me, I don't understand. So the cop told me simply that what they did was they bridged the account, meaning they closed the account and then they issued it to somebody else. Okay. The bank, to this day, I still think the bank should have been the one saying, hey, look, this doesn't make no sense. We should stop these checks because this person no longer has a checking account with us. Duh. Like, come on now. So that's the reason why I had to go to court, and I don't know if it's going to be settled or not. The prosecutor went out and they offered her, they gave her an offer. If she takes the offer, I don't have to go back. If she wants to take it to trial, then I'll be subpoenaed again, and I'll be going back to go through this stuff again. So hopefully she takes the offer and I don't have to deal with it no more. Actually, when this hit my credit report, it knocked me down like 50 points. But once they took it off, they did take it off my credit report. And now I was I went back up 27 points. So I lost like 23 points or 30 points on this whole ordeal. But hopefully they get it all situated. And you know, we'll go from there and see what happens. But man, that was my story for today, man. That's, if you guys were wondering why I had to go to court, it wasn't because I did anything wrong. It was just because somebody else did me wrong, and you know, and I was just they were saying I was a witness. I didn't witness shit. I'm the victim. So, but anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this. I just want to let you know I didn't do anything wrong. So just remember, guys, be careful what you guys throw away. Be careful, you know, if you don't want people to get a hold of your identity, be careful with that. Just make sure anything that's important to you, you keep in a secure place, man. I'm gonna tell you right now that I know now, man, shit. But anyways, you guys have a good one. February 6 is out. Please remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're if you like this little story, or you know, if you was wondering why or what happened to me in court, now you guys do know why. So give it a thumbs up. Like always, ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. February 6 is out, man. Later.